for Owen. And now we're here. We're here tonight. And what a beautiful day. We were praying for good weather, and the Lord granted us good weather. And it seems kind of weird to pray that, right? But he cares about the little things, doesn't he? And for us, it was a big thing. It was a big thing. So Owen, you are such an amazing guy. When I met Owen, I realized very quickly we had a shared love of two things that I noticed right away. One of them was energy drinks. Anybody know that he likes energy drinks? He's got one right now. I can't believe you have one of those right now. So one of the things that we did, the first time I met Owen, we were going to drop off some trash or something like that. We were moving, and it was like one of those things. And I said, okay, you want to go help me drop off some trash? And he's like, yeah, let's go. It's kind of weird. And we had this conversation, and I asked him very specifically about his relationship with the Lord, because I'm going to grill him a little bit. It was a nice grilling. It wasn't too bad. And then we went and bought a bunch of energy drinks with a gift card that someone gave me, and it was like 50 energy drinks. I can't even believe it. And I think Owen drank 90% of them on the way here. And if you know Owen, he doesn't need the energy drinks. I need them. So that was the first thing I noticed. The second thing I noticed is his love for the Lord. I really noticed that it was very authentic. And the thing that I can tell you that I know about Owen, and if you know him, he's not just authentic in his faith with Jesus just because he's a pastor. It's because that's who he actually is. And you've already heard that he has a heart for people. So that energy and that exuberance and that optimism that you have is going to just go so well for you in ministry. I know it. And being a youth pastor is perfect for you right now. And he's already been a youth pastor for 2 years, and he's doing awesome. But Owen quickly became a part of our family. You're already part of our family. And I just love you so much. Aaron and I, we love you. We got to go surfing with him. One thing that we missed out on, though, we were supposed to do this Alcatraz swim. You guys ever heard of that? Yeah. I did it one time. I don't think I can do it. So he wanted to do it. I couldn't do it. But I said, if you're going to marry Olivia, you got to swim across that from Alcatraz. We didn't do it. It's not going to happen. But Owen quickly became part of our family, and he has done road trips with us. And one thing I really love about Olivia and Owen's relationship is that they are all like, they're in the back of the car, they're back there and they're like, hee hee hee, they're like giggling like for like 400 miles, you know? And it's not annoying, you know, but it's just like an enduring thing. It's like they're happy, and that's the way they are if you guys know them, and it's so cool. And that's the type of relationship that you guys have. But Owen, I just want to tell you, I just really appreciate it. I have noticed the way you treat my daughter. I have noticed the times when you have been at our house and when she leaves, usually it's like, hey, I want to get a kiss or whatever like that. I'm sure that happened. But I hear Owen praying with Olivia. I hear him at the door praying. And I just appreciate that, because Christ is first, and I know that in your life. And I just want to tell you that I love you, and welcome to the family. We love you so much. And I can't wait to see what God does with your ministry. So now I'm going to talk about this lovely lady here, Olivia. And I'm going to try not to get too emotional about it. Olivia and I have a really tight relationship. We're really close. And it just, as I've been getting ready for this wedding the last couple months, I've been you dads that have done this before, all these memories come into your mind about when they're little and sorry to talk about. Just all of these memories have been flooding into my mind about Olivia, and just pictures of things that we've done. We've spent a lot of time doing worship together over the years. Olivia started doing that at a really young age, and she would be up on the stage singing in front of people, and God has really cultivated a calling and a heart for worship and for people. And I have so many memories of that, and it was so cool over the years to do that with her. We have spent a lot of time laughing. She's the only person in our family that will laugh at my jokes, because I'm not really that funny. Everyone else is like, whatever. But she's awesome, and she laughs at my jokes. And even times when she'd call me and say, hey, Dad, it's like 11 o'clock, and I'm over at Planet Fitness. I'm like, well, that's cool. What are you working out with your Planet Fitness? She said, no, I locked my keys in the car. Can you come over here? So we'd be sitting at Planet Fitness until 2 in the morning waiting for the auto club. And That was that's a good memory though, because we were laughing, even then. We were freezing our butts off too. That was awesome. And we just have that kind of, we've always had that kind of relationship. And so it's really fun for me to transition more to a friend and an advisor for Olivia. And I just love you so much. Olivia has a calling on her life, just like Owen. I can't wait to see how God uses that. It's going to be powerful how he uses that as a couple. And I know that he's already doing that, but it's going to be amazing. One memory that I have, just want to share really quick about Olivia in worship that came to mind is when she was about 2.5. I was a college pastor at the time in California. We were up at Lake Tahoe at a college retreat, and we were all sitting in this beautiful. It was kind of like this. It was evening like this. It was beautiful out, and the sun was going down, and we were in like a worship session, and we were singing, and it was like kind of just beautiful. It was a beautiful time, and all of a sudden there was like a quiet in the room. You know when that happens, when everybody's singing, it gets quiet, and everybody's just kind of silent before God, and I hear this tiny little voice in the back of the room, and singing, "Holy, you are holy," because we just sang "You are holy," right? There's a song that was the phrase, and everybody was amazed because this little voice came from the back of the room, and I'll never forget it. It was just so sweet, and it was Olivia, and she couldn't even talk, she couldn't even communicate yet, but like in Scripture it says, "Out of the mouths of babes you have ordained praise." And that's what God has been doing in your life, Olivia. And I can't wait to see what he does. I just want to encourage you guys real quick. Just from Scripture, Ecclesiastes 4:9-12. You guys have probably heard this passage. It says, "Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up his fellow, the other. But woe to him who is alone when he falls and has not another to lift him up. Again, if two lie together, they keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? And though a man might prevail against one who is alone, two will withstand him." Isn't that cool? And then it says a threefold cord is not quickly broken. So this is describing two people, or it's really about relationships, right? But I think this is a really good picture of marriage. You have two people come together, and there's that strength, right, that comes together. And I've experienced that in my marriage. And it also talks about when you go through things in life, and when you guys encounter things that are difficult, it'll probably be one of you that is, you're pursuing Christ and you're running towards Jesus, but there's times when you stumble and you fall and you're still moving. But it's your role, Owen, and it's your role, Olivia, to scoop up your spouse and just really help them. And so I just want to encourage you guys in that is a beautiful picture of marriage. And the third strand that he's talking here is obviously the Lord. And I know you guys will keep Jesus central in your life, and you guys will have that strength. So I just want to encourage you guys in that. And so if you guys have your drinks here, let's go ahead and do a toast. So I love you guys, and welcome to the family, Owen. Love you guys.